Nigga, cue the
That is
countdown,
hilarious.
nigga.
The almost gay is
Yeah.
crazy. She was almost gay, but she made it.
you gonna
You're
see.
ignorant, bro.
You gonna see.
I'm gonna see what, bro. You said she made it.
Yeah, she made it. Thankfully. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Nigga, you ever peel a peach?
Peel a peach. I don't think you gotta peel a peach.
Nah, me
You
neither,
just
dog.
eat the joint, right? You're weird, bro. What are you talking about?
Nah, man. Hey, man, I'm just asking a question. These are things that people think about, dog. You
Hey,
know what I'm
you
saying?
know, funny thing. On one of the To Be Fair episodes, we had a guest, and bro said, "Men should everybody should just pee sitting down."
Peace and down.
Yeah, he
It
was like
is
because
respectful.
he was talking about the fact that if you look at through the what is it the that light, the black light, you could see
Oh yeah,
the
your
pit
spray
going
is
everywhere.
everywhere.
He was like, "Bro, it's all over your toothbrush. It's all over everything."
It's everything.
Like
Yeah,
you're pro sitting down as a
yeah.
man.
Huh?
You're pro
Pro
sitting
sitting
down.
down. My lazy side sits down.
I guess I ain't old enough.
Yeah.
I
No,
ain't old enough.
my lazy side started a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I
ain't old
will
enough.
after a night of a nigga will sit down. Well.
Uh, all
Tuck,
right, man. Going too far. All right,
tuck.
you
Tip.
going too
Oh,
far.
hey, yo.
You're going too far.
Hey, what's going on, America? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Who You Talking To show. I am your host, the capo in this bitch.
Light skin, man.
Yeah, like let me take my joint.
You balding a little bit up top, man.
Nigga, fuck you,
Oh,
dog. Nah,
just
man.
it's an observation.
Nigga, I keep that dirty tennis ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I keep the low boy. It's called a bully cut.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. You can't grab my hair and fuck with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It makes you look tougher.
Nah. You know what
Oh,
I'm
I
saying?
was wondering,
But you can grab a
what the
handful
psyche
of your
behind
shit and make your head do whatever somebody wants.
All right, man. Let's move forward.
What'd you say? Pause.
What did you say?
But what's going on, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
we're here tonight again without my third leg. It went somewhere.
What are we talking about, bro?
Man, hey, man, I'm gonna give a shout out to ODB. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah,
ODB.
man, you see what it is. We two men, we like two nuts.
All right.
OIeHead Rell.
What up? What up?
You good tonight?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Q's daughter Isla. She had a second birthday today.
Oh man,
Yeah, we pulled up for that.
Isla.
Isla.
That's a beautiful name,
A
man.
beautiful name. Yeah.
I should. He got that. He picked that name out, didn't he?
No, I don't know. I didn't. I ain't asked.
I want to know. Q, did you pick the name out, or
He
was that
probably
Mama?
did.
You know what I mean? I feel like Q probably picked it out because
It's
he nice with the words.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
beautiful
possible.
name. Yeah.
No, it was nice. Nana's home, excuse me, homeschool, so she doesn't get as much interaction as we would like.
Mhm.
That was one of the downsides to choosing homeschooling was
Yeah.
because of that social part. You know what I mean? But the thing for me was more of like trying to make sure that embedded in her is the home value.
Yeah.
Before you go out here and everyone else's house is being impressionable on you. I
Mhm.
wanted you to, you know what I mean? That was in my mind. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's the right answer. We just trying some shit. As I say, I ain't grow up in no 2-parent household where I could watch a man be a man and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, parenting and you know what I mean. I didn't grow up so like
Okay.
we're freestyling and this right here. But what I will say is, as far as her education is working very well.
Mhm.
It's very working very well.
So you took her over to the party.
Oh yeah, so we took
Yeah.
over to the party and like seeing her interact. I always like watching her interact. But the funny thing is the women in the house, in which I respect. This is I'm more of a traditional guy.
Mhm.
I love when a woman tells you, "Man, go, we got this." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We doing a woman. You know what I mean? Women
Yes,
taking up that like, don't worry about it. You go and sit down. You know what I mean? We got this.
Let the boys go be boys.
Exactly. And I respect, see, y'all know me. I love that traditional.
Yeah.
I appreciate those types of things. A man in the kitchen and a woman be like, "Man, go sit down. You ain't what you doing in here?"
Bet.
I fuck with that.
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm out. Let me go do this over here and
But
the kids. Okay.
Yeah, other than that, I've been a little on edge as far
But
as like
before that, so
okay.
she had a good time.
Oh, she had a great time. She had a great time. The food was good. Shout out to Taj's pops, which is Quintel's wife's pops.
Okay.
Bro can cook. it's funny. I just said what I said. Bro can throw down. He caters every event he can throw down. So like she enjoyed the food. She enjoyed being around kids her age. And
Pops, Pops cooking it up, huh?
Yeah. No, he's
accepted, brother.
He's sharp.
He's sharp. A fellow chef. I see you.
You some shit.
Yeah.
But but yeah, nah. It was a good party. Nothing over the top. I like those more fuck all you need and all of this extra extravagant thing. It was the people that you love. It was
just
more
intimate together.
You know what I mean? Intimate. Yeah, and so it's good. Dope. We always have dope conversations and things of that nature. So it was fun.
That's dope.
Yeah. What about yourself? How are you, bro? How was any highlights throughout the week? Lowlights? Anything?
Highlight. My wife's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's a Halloween baby.
Oh, on Halloween is crazy.
On Halloween, her and my oldest daughter, both of them share the same birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, my oldest, the one that lives up in PA. Yeah. So both of them, she turned 30, and I want to say my wife says that she probably turned
my age, huh?
On my turn.
Daughter's right there with me, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just playing, bro. All right, go ahead.
Where's my goddamn drink? You know what I mean, this nigga gonna
need
some shit.
But good. Go ahead.
I forget sometimes that that you still over there,
younger
down there. Millennials.
Yeah, we figuring a lot of y'all. We fixing a lot of y'all fuckers.
My shit came off the boomers though. I ain't no boomer. You know what I mean? We Gen X all day. Like we were like left astray. You know what I'm saying? My generation was definitely left astray to figure it the fuck out. So big up to our mistake. You know what I'm saying? Making you niggas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where you going. Okay.
Y'all motherfuckers that care about everything so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all did a job on us. So
yeah, we did.
Y'all did a job on us. So you mean my parents are boomers.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, so like
obviously.
Yeah, they did a number on us.
So your parents had you, they must have been older then.
No, my mom she had my brother at 15. Then she had me at 19.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my mom to come on the pod, tell her story. My mom's story is dope.
So then she ain't no boomer then.
What, boomer stopped at what, 64 maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe 1970, yo.
I feel like it was 60 something. They just did a podcast on the differences in the generations.
Because I think Gen X didn't start till my year. Like I was born in 75. So yo, you know what's crazy? I seen some shit on the internet.
No, 46 to 64 boomers.
Okay, so then Gen X starts after 65, 64 going on. Okay, I stand corrected. But I seen that funny shit where the young boy was like, "Damn, you was born in the 1900s?
How was slavery?
How was slavery, nigga?" And I'm like, and I'm like, yo, it makes it sound like now that we going into 2026, crazy.
And this year flew the fuck by, did it?
Man, let me tell you something. Once where you're at 30, you're 36. After like 43, everything starts flying by.
It happened before then to me.
Well, that's because you act a little older than your age. I will give that to you. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's maturity or you got old feet. I don't know.
That what you're going with.
But so pretty much. Before we get into our memes, the reason why y'all came by here tonight is for our subject matter. You know, and mainly on our header is, am I trying my best? That's what we're going to go into tonight. We're going to have some discussions on that and kind of figure out, you know, as men, because I can't speak for a woman's point of view. It's a man's podcast, you know, and we just going to try to see if did we really put our best foot forward. But before we get into that, we're going to play a couple memes here, kind of lighten it up before we get into our deep discussion here. Is there something on the internet that jumped out and grabbed your short and curlies here, Rell? Like,
oh no,
you know what I mean?
Know something. I wish I had something funny over here. I don't really have anything super lighthearted.
You got some serious shit?
Maybe. Well, we'll see. I don't remember all of these. Let's make sure that people can see it. Go ahead and bomb. put us down in the corner, and then we're gonna play this one. I don't remember exactly what this was.
The drug usage was part of it, and he would do, "Sorry, mama, I never meant to hurt you.
I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet."
And then Tupac's mom also had some drug usage and shit involved in her experience. And he said, even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama.
And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always
was a black
queen, mama.
M's anger is coming from,
come on now,
from things were supposed to be right. And Tupac's statement is almost like a terms of endearment in it, because it's like, well, we always,
come on now,
was still all I had. I think the expectations of things go right from a white American perspective versus things accepting the idea of things not going right from African American perspective, or what makes the difference in the tones and all.
You understood the concept that he was speaking.
I was trying to, but I should just little cut up because our Wi-Fi is
So essentially, it's like the difference that of course, the dear mama. You know what I mean? He was pretty much he even through the negative, he sought to praise his mama, right? But then if you look at Eminem's side, the negatives almost were angering and it stick differently. Is what you see what I'm saying? Based in the two examples, I'm not saying that this goes for everybody, of course.
Yeah.
But like the idea of like the struggle, we embrace it in a different way than you would find it on the other side. That's where what he was speaking of. Do you agree, or like, do you see any validity in that idea?
Breaking down the struggle between like black and white, like the two different perceptions between the two.
Breaking down the struggle, the way we are, the way we identify with the struggle.
I don't know. Only because it's like I'm trying to look. I guess yes, but from the kid's point of view, you can never tell what's actually like hurting the kid. You know what I'm saying? So like, I guess from M's point of view, like that shit was really detrimental to him in that light.
Right, but then think about it. If your mom was a crack fiend, that's detrimental for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you still speak highly of moms versus on the other side, they'll say that my mom ain't shit, my mom, but you know what I mean? Like, but we'll still, you see what I'm saying? That's like the clear difference. It's like most black men or black children in general, even through all of the, you know what I mean? We still try to, like, if Mom Dukes was around and she, you know what I mean? You lived with her, she was doing her best
and all this. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We always give the do it. She did her best.
Yeah.
Versus on the other side, all the time you hear like, oh yeah, my mom ain't where, you know what I mean? She didn't really do shit. She was fucked up and but you know what I mean? I've seen black people that don't want nothing to do with their parents. You know what I mean? Too.
Yeah, I think
I think that it lends a little bit, and I could be wrong because I don't have like a large population, vast population of white people that I have as friends that I could listen to. That could also be just a misconception of lack of the information. We don't know enough about each other. We just make generalized statements all the time, and that could very well just be that.
And you put it good, because I was trying to think of how to say it that way, and I didn't have the words for it. But because I'm sitting there like, well, you know, that's Tupac's perspective, that's M's perspective, and they're the biggest artists, so that's why we get to hear it. But does everybody really feel that way? Does everybody really think that way? Like, in my real mind says no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just that one man's perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm glad that we got both, but it also can lead way to a stereotype.
Right.
Where we just naturally go, well, the white kids will just look at it and they'll just trash their shit. Where we'll still uplift, but do we really?
No, but I mean, we don't
have enough examples.
But we also have a lot of in our culture hides the negative.
Oh yeah,
we have a lot of that. So like on that side, it's not something so much that I've seen, even with the interactions that I've had. They don't really hide those.
That's a good point. You're
things,
right.
You know what I mean?
We do that. We do hide that shit.
Yeah.
And then we turn it into fashion. We turn it into entertainment in some way. And then it's like, if you didn't go through that, then you're less of in a certain capacity,
for sure.
You know,
that's a conversation that I really want like Johnny to have, like, because there is a conversation to be had of like the privileged black versus the poor black and how those two treat each other and look at one another. There is a conversation to be had there. You know what I mean? Because I can like he doesn't like the idea of people saying you're privileged, but at the same time you are. And I was telling him the reason why you feel that way is that it stems from a treatment that was given to you by the people that did not have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's from us.
And it's this is all us.
It's from us. That even goes back. And I mean, I know this is going to take this shit way back, but it takes it as far back between a field nigga and a nigga on the porch. 100%. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Like the niggas in the field, like we the ones out here doing this and that, and you up there on the porch. You up there in Master's domain. Well, I mean, and then so naturally you must have it better.
And then it goes across races too. Because you got you know what I mean, the white people, the white folk, they'll call the people in them trailer trash. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's really classism, but we've been indoctrinated to believe that it's race based. Yeah. And so we don't even give each other a chance to learn more about each other. And we kind of going on a tangent, but like in my profession, like I'm in a profession where I deal with like a lot of different walks. Like so like I'm probably speaking to more rural white people more now than I ever have in my entire life, right? Yeah. And so I go in certain, even as a veteran, I go in certain places and start seeing those American flags, and it's like, okay, I'm a little uncomfortable. You know what I mean? When you start getting to these areas, because these things mean, you know what I mean?
Means something different to somebody else.
You know what I mean? And so like I was having a conversation, even the Confederate flag. A lot of people that fly the Confederate flag and these things are not. They're not flying it for the same reason that we feel. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm able to speak to a lot of them, and I ask questions. Me naturally, I mean, I come from a place. Me myself, I don't mind the conversation, and if you don't mind the conversation, I would love to have the conversation because I think that like I just don't understand enough, and so I was conditioned to think, like you said, stereotypes. Yeah, you know what I mean. And so I've been just running with this shit for so long. It's like I'm at a place now where I want to know if it's real or not. Like, and I'm talking about these ladies, the Confederate flag hanging off the truck. She going in there, offering cookies that she baked, and you know what I mean. Old white, like I've experienced this. These women coming out trying to treating you better than you get treated doing the shit in the hood. Yeah, you know what I mean. Damn. And that's just really that's just true.
Well, let me ask you something. I know this is a little bit off for where we're gonna go, but we'll tie it in. Like me growing up in the North, I didn't really understand the whole meaning behind, like I knew the Confederate flag was the South, the Confederacy. Right. But for you, someone who grew up in the South, right, like we just viewed it as like, yo, it's Confederate flag, that means the Klan. Right. Fighting to see the way it was, you know what I mean? Is there a difference in the South between the Klan and actually the Confederacy? Like, is there a line between those two, or? So I think that when you look at it stereotypically, there isn't, right? So it's like what we think when we see it is like you fought to uphold slavery. You know what I mean? That's what we think when we look at it. Yeah. At the same time, you talk to this 23-year-old boy, white boy from rural fucking Kannapolis or Gastonia, rural, whatever. He doesn't necessarily see that as the same thing. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't even know the history. So he's like a newer style Confederate. Right. He's literally doing it because this is something that's been around me my entire life. This is something that it's almost damn near like a family heirloom, like passing this down. Like it doesn't mean in the movies that I love, this is what's there. You know what I mean? And the things that I watch and in the culture that I've been engulfed in, this is a representation of just the fuck the establishment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. The you know, that whole thing. Us against them. Exactly. Us against the system. Yeah. And they look at it like that. And so it's like learning that. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. So it doesn't in the South, like, so it doesn't necessarily mean like some Klan shit. No. So what I'm saying is that the way I was brought up and the way that we understood, it does mean that. Oh, okay. But what I'm saying is that on their side, and speaking with them about it, they don't necessarily fly it for the reasons that the way we feel about it, they don't fly it for the reason that makes you feel that way. You see what I'm saying? So their shit is more against like governmental control.
Right. It's
kind of like when I was a young boy watching the Dukes of Hazzard.
Exactly, and that's the movie that he was talking about, like Dukes
You know
of
what I'm
Hazzard. They
saying?
had the
Like,
joint in there, and it's like
niggas always up north. Niggas wanted the General Lee.
Facts.
Yeah, nigga. Yo, I'm telling you, I had the remote control General Lee car.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, no, I think that, you know what I mean. It's
I was like, yo, I want one of these. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea that niggas died behind this shit.
Facts.
I thought it was one of them things like, yo, I thought it was like we on some bootleggers, like, yo, we out, you know, rebels.
Rebels,
like,
yeah, that's
you know, we against the law, against, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had no idea it had anything to do with race growing up.
I mean, hey, I believe that there are people who do both.
Maybe that's what Hollywood wanted us to believe. They the ones that put the show together to kind of like glamorize it, right?
I mean, there's also history.
Glamorize being the rebels, you know.
There's also history to, you know, prove the point to why both could be valid. You see what I'm saying? The history could prove the point of why both could be valid. But some people fly for one reason, others fly for the other. And it's just, you know what I mean? One of those things I just realized.
I know there's a dude in my neighborhood me and my wife, we go on these little walks at night, little talk, you know, a little 2-mile joint. I know there's one in my neighborhood. He got the big Confederate joint up in his garage.
Yeah, I mean,
I just walk by and I look at it. I'm like,
do you speak to him?
No.
No, I feel it.
No,
I swear, bro. Like I say,
not at all.
In my profession, it just kind of put me in a place where I'm going. I'd have no choice but to speak.
I'm light skinned. I ain't that light enough.
Nah,
you just
say the paper bag.
What's up, Brad? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Let's see what just on this specific topic. Let's see what talk about. Shout out to appreciate you pulling up. Black people struggle with so many things that a parent having addiction is nothing but a hiccup in our life because we prayed for better days and normally they do get better. Okay. And he said also
somebody grew up watching the Jeffersons. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just to get up that hill, brother.
The Confederate flag is flown by them because they look at it as heritage, but they never think about hurts black that it hurts black Americans. It would be the same if a Jewish person went to someone's house with a Nazi one. Yeah, I mean, but I also think like I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I mean at some point,
yeah, you're right about that.
At some point, it's like, are we so easily moved, or why are we so easily moved to emotion? I think that is like a grand, you know what I mean, thing.
I think because their shit is like when we try to do Black heritage, right? It goes back to, and again, it's way off.
Talking Juneteenth and all that.
But like our shit goes to a pride that goes back to like Nigeria, Somalia, South Africa, like you know what I mean? What
does it?
What do you mean? Does it?
Is that what when you think of your pride, do you go all the way back to the motherland?
Yeah, like and that's mainly because of the era that I was raised in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it may mean something different now. You know what I'm saying? But like when I'm coming through in the 80s and the 90s, and when we spoke Black heritage, it automatically meant the motherland. It went back to the continent. You know what I mean? The red, the black, the green with a key, sissy. You know what I'm saying? Like we went X-Clan. You know what I'm saying?
And you know something that's crazy is like and I can't speak for everyone, but like in my mind, it's almost like a probably lean more on the FBA-ish kind of lenses, where it's like when I think of pride, I think of FBA pride. I think of the shit that we did here.
Foundational Black Americans.
Yeah, I think more of the shit we did here, like the overcoming we've done.
See,
here.
for me, that's
I don't necessarily go all the way. No, that is definitely for me a new term.
Yeah, that's some new shit to me.
But in that lens of things, is that they are strong on the fact that we are American. You know what I mean? Our history is here.
Yeah.
And so the thing, we have many things to be proud of here. It's not necessary to attach yourself to somewhere that you have no knowing of.
Real,
Yeah. And so like I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with that.
But it's what there's validity there.
100%. Yeah. And so my lens probably just naturally, not even before knowing the term, I never thought all the way back like to the struggles in the continent and you know what I mean? I never connected me to it necessarily in that way.
Generationally, it fell off.
Right.
Inside of my generation, it fell off. because I know as coming up as a young man and even a teenager, whenever we spoke about Black culture, we identified the slavery that took place here in the United States. We always connected back over there, you know, and it was a thing like, yo, if you want to represent your culture, you represent where you came from.
Was it because of because there was an underlying disdain for America because of the things that were done that you wanted to attach to that?
I don't know, only because I was so young. So I don't know if I was able to be able to distinguish between the two.
Gotcha.
You know, because of being so young at the time, like I'm saying, like I'm just coming into double digits and becoming a teenager. So I don't.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Just going with what's going on around.
Yeah, that's what's going on. So like that was what the influence was. Like if your power and your respect and your love for your culture, it came from Africa. So,
but okay, go ahead.
Fast forwarding to where we're at today, and to hear, like, I'm just now starting to learn more about FBA and learn about their leaders and stuff like that. Like, okay, that's cool with Africa and all like that, but we need to focus on like what's really popping off right here and what's been going on the last 100 years. And it's like, okay, dog, like, you know, you're kind of right. You actually got a very good point. You know what I'm saying? Because if we go to Africa, they look at us like, yo, dog, you just an American.
Right.
So it's like we try to go to the homeland and it be like, dog,
well, I will say that
we don't even fuck with you.
Well, I mean, okay, so let me ask you this: is that what you just said? Is that based on what you believe, or have you been
to Africa?
Yeah.
No.
So it's not based on experience. So what I'm saying,
no,
is that,
it's just outside observation.
Right. See, that's the same thing that I'm talking about with the flag stuff. Is that we're living as though the things that we've like just been told, or like ideas that we, you know what I mean, just things that I don't know where the shit comes from, but we're just running with this as if this was true.
This is the thing,
and it is like the homie A Black goes over to the continent all the time. Bro, matter of fact, I think his wife, he got married. His wife is literally from there. He went over there, and you know what I mean, he said they treat him good over there. He loves it over there. You know what I mean? I think that like we probably want to, you know what I mean, it'd be nice. I want to go. Like that's one of my bucket list things.
Yeah.
I want to go and like, you know what I mean? Because he Ghana, you know what I mean? Like that, I want to go to experience it so that I'm not just sitting here just talking.
Yeah.
But I also, like I say, my thing is I appreciate the things that we've done here.
I appreciate America. I like my things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
I like my creature comforts.
Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, I understand the history and the things that we have had to go through here, but I still do like want my country to thrive. I want us to be better. You know what I mean? I'm definitely rooting for the prosperity of
Zamunda. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, rise up Zamunda, dog. Because I even went through a phase too, dog, like where it was like, okay, like that's dope, you know what I mean, this and that with Africa and all like that, but what the fuck are we gonna do right here in Philly? What are we gonna do here in the Bronx? What are we gonna do here? Shit, right? Outside of, you know what I mean, just our brothers standing on the corner with a dashiki, with the bean pie, and you know what I'm saying, like, where are we gonna go to next? And I think like where we went to next is what gave birth to like FBA, where they said, yo, that's cool and all, we connect, but we need to handle what's going on here.
Yeah.
And we need to handle the generations of Black Americans that are from the United States.
And I think it also comes from a place of like, and this, man, I still, like, my wife is African. She's from Eritrea. Just like a lot of people don't know, it's
country
like right
never heard
Ethiopia.
of before until I met you.
Yeah, it's right beside Ethiopia. If you know, like, just as an example of somebody that everybody would know who is, it's like Nipsey Hussle. He was Eritrean.
Found that out too.
Taraji is also half Eritrean.
P. Henson?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty positive that Taraji is as well. But I also do understand that, like, when you find that, I don't go there. That may be for another conversation. Maybe we have another show talk about kind of the FBA diaspora and like where you land.
The
and,
diaspora, yo.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified for that conversation, dog.
Okay. No,
I got a whole nother standpoint because them brothers go somewhere I can't go.
Meaning what?
just with a lot of that talk with the, yeah, like, well, not so I ain't no dumb nigga.
No,
you know
I'm just saying it's not your wheelhouse.
It's not my wheelhouse, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just with me being mixed, I just choose not to, because at some point in time, like with a lot of them, and what I found out is like, at a certain point in time, you got to draw a certain line somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And
what do you mean?
It's just not a line that I'm willing to go to, because
what line are you talking about so I can follow you?
It's just, like the line with the human race. Like, I can always, of course, by being considered black, like I can always identify with black struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I just love the human race.
Mm-hmm.
And because of growing up being multicultural and growing up in a multicultural neighborhood, I've seen so much love in so many different races that I can't just be like, yo, we need this. We need the check. We need the reparation. We need this.
Oh, you don't believe
that.
You
like,
don't believe we need,
you know,
you don't
we
believe
need this,
we
this,
deserve
and that.
reparation?
This
is just real quick. I'm not even gonna go in on this kind of. I think that'd be a fire conversation about the diaspora and all that, the FBA joint. But just real quick, do you believe that we
should get a check because of my great grandmom got fucked up in the game?
I don't need all of that. Do you think?
But that's part of that's what it's from, though.
But just the question is, do you think that
is that not what it's from?
Do they owe reparations?
Is that not what it's from?
That
we need to check today.
Okay, well,
I'm
let's just talk a little bit more. I think that honestly,
just answer the question.
No. You didn't answer the direct question.
We need to check today because of what?
Okay, so what about
what happened there?
Okay, so fuck that. Let's not go back too far. Let's go to
how
the crack
far
era.
back can you go?
Let's just go to the cracker.
Do I need to check because niggas smoke crack?
No. Do you need to check because of where it came from? The people who brought it here, the government actually do. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know.
Do they also?
I
don't
need no fucking check.
Also, the sentencing difference between. Come on now, you know this stuff.
Go ahead, speak your point. I'm not going to talk over you. Go
ahead.
No,
I'll stop. You know this stuff.
No, you don't have to stop. What I'm saying to you is this: you don't have to pay me for a choice that I made. I chose in that era. Listen, Are you not listening?
You fucking with my bad. Go ahead.
Are you not listening?
Yes, sir.
Because it looks like you're not listening.
Apologies.
So number one is like we started in one sec because like that's what the whole reparation thing is about, right? If I'm correct, am I correct? That's what reparation is really about? It's about from what happened during that era with slavery.
It's about paying the debt.
It's about giving us our 40 acres and a mule.
Exactly. Right. Because of the things that you've done, and yes.
Okay. Because of what I done, or because of what my ancestors died for?
What America did to the ancestors. Which
so it's what.
But does that not affect the generations that come after?
Oh, of course right. It does. So the fact all the way down the motherfucking line, it does.
Okay, so what I'm
so are we going to pay the Jewish community too?
What do we owe them for?
That's exactly why we ain't got to check now, because they say, what do we owe them for?
No, I'm asking. You can tell I don't know this history. This part of history that you're talking about.
No, I'm just saying, like there's other parts of history.
No, nigga,
where people were, you know what I'm saying? Like
they
just gonna pay everybody now.
They got paid out for that.
How they get paid out for?
The Asians have been paid for
But you know what? You're right.
People have received their reparations.
You're right. It's outside of my wheelhouse. Then I don't know what they got paid for.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that there was this mass check that got handed out.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know.
What I'm saying is that there's multiple people
you from the door.
There's multiple peoples that have been paid out.
Can you tell me how they got paid out? That I can. No, I'm saying like I'm ignorant to it. Let's put it that way.
Well, I mean, this is like I say, we're gonna have a fun conversation on the FBA. That we can do all of that together. That'll be great, bro. It's not my wheelhouse either. I couldn't tell you like that's not my wheelhouse either.
I can't tell. Yo,
I
do jump in this bitch and tell me how these niggas got paid because I don't know.
No. We could go through that, but let's not today.
But you
people were here for a specific reason, right? We just played one meme, and I don't know how the fuck. See, I don't know how, but we were there.
Nigga, play another meme, man. Like, you know what?
I wish I had some funny ones. Oh, this one might be funny right here. Let's go ahead.
You ain't play my memes, nigga.
You don't get no memes, nigga.
That's that bullshit.
I'm the nigga.
A Democrat is like this really nice aunt who promises to take you to Disney World. But then something always comes up and she never comes through. And a Republican is like this really grumpy uncle who tells you that he can't afford Disney World. But then you find out that he went without you.
I thought that was good. I thought that was good. This is not a political contest, but what I also say is that, like, what I tend to do is, like, I like to be honest on both sides.
Yeah.
I think there's fucking negative pros and cons on both sides.
Yeah.
And it's funny how, like, you could be talking about one. Let's say I was talking about the negatives about the Democrats. We said we're gonna have a conversation about Democrats today, and I'm giving my negative opinion about the Democrats. People will automatically just assume, oh, you're a Trumper. They'll go all the way, not even Republican. They'll say you're a Trumper. Like, man, bro, like I can't have a specific conversation about this one thing.
You got to be one or the other.
And it's like the man-woman debate. Okay, so if I'm talking about men right now, and we talk, or like if I'm talking about, let's say we're having a conversation about women. The comments are going to say, but what about men, though?
Yeah,
we
so
ain't talking about that right now.
Yeah,
let this be the conversation that we having, and then we can talk about that later.
Just let it be what it is, yo.
Call that gaslight.
Just go ahead and, you know.
The baby gaslight. We'll move forward.
But let's
get him up. Say
what'd he say?
Jewish community already got reparations. They got a whole country that was stolen from them and given to.
And given back to them. That's
the Japanese
what we know
people,
now is Israel, right?
The Japanese people were paid out very well because their infrastructure was rebuilt by the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean these things have happened.
Yeah.
This is
no. I'm just saying, hey, I'm not debating this shit. I'm just saying, like, I guess I was mainly looking at it in more of a literal sense, in a way of, like, when we talk about FBA, when we talk about Black Americans, we talk about, put the deposit into my motherfucking account.
Man, but
like, hold on.
Right.
Hold on, right? So, like, I was just looking at it in a literal sense, right? And like what he's talking about, like what they rebuilt Japanese infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? That's because niggas felt bad after Pearl Harbor and all that other shit, and then we dropped Hiroshima. So let's rebuild up. That was really because of a fucking bomb. It ain't had to do with because we wanted to help the Japanese people out.
No.
Because of the ones that we was taking care of in San Francisco, because they was fucking Chinese. They wasn't even Japanese. Because the Japs didn't come over here like that. The Asian country that came here back then was the Chinese. So we only rebuilt Japanese because we felt bad because of what the fuck we did.
Right. So it's the same thing. That's the idea.
But we did it over there. We can't do it here. No, it'll never work here. No, you can't do it here.
What are you saying?
You can't rebuild. Okay, hold on one second.
Let's stop.
You can't rebuild a race in the country that you tore down from. You can do it over there because that's not your country.
Huh.
You understand the psyche? Because if you rebuild it here and they're from here, technically, because of the boat,
right?
You can't show that to the people that's already here.
No.
You can do it there and then leave.
I understand what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, like, the logistical side.
No, you don't want to do that.
Absolutely.
You understand the problem you're going to be asking for?
Yes.
That's why you'll never get that fucking check.
And you got to think about this too. It's like, you're never going to get the approval from poor white people to give poor Black people, even though, like, you know what I mean? I understand what you're saying. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. And like I said, we'll have fun on that one. We'll have fun on that one.
Maybe.
And we're going to have the FBAs in here on your ass, Paul.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're going to be on your ass.
I'm sure. And I mean, it's okay because you know what? I don't mind learning. That's the thing. 100%. It's about learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to take offense because I got a fucking opinion, then you actually the one with the problem because I don't really get offended by nothing. Oh, I can learn from you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I gotta fucking agree with you, dog.
That's the new American. Or is it the new American way, or was it always?
What's the new American way?
The idea that I don't fuck your opinion because I don't agree.
Oh, okay.
Is that the new, or is that always been? Because I don't know.
You know what? I mean, it's probably always been that way, but because now we can actually project it, it's going to be,
it's louder.
It's louder. Yeah, that's just mankind in general. And you know what? I'm good with that.
I'm not good with
that. I'm good with that. If that's what you want, show me your real nature. At the end of the day, I can understand, like, that's why I really don't get offended by shit, because I understand man's nature. It goes way deeper than your race. It's about you. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. It's still about you. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? But
man, we're gonna have it as a multicultural, biracial, guy. The black conversations are actually very fun. Just thinking about them, I don't know why we haven't done this already. But when I look at you and when I talk to you, I'm about biracial.
Yeah,
I think about you. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that thinks about like, the white or the black. I don't really think like that. I don't really go in because that's a little less important to me. And so I never think of that. But that is that is a fun conversation.
Yeah, because we ain't always gonna be honest with you. Like some of the things we're not always gonna align on.
Yeah, naturally.
And you know, if you stand on that side, then you stand on that side. And you know, what you eat don't make me shit. I don't care at the end of the day.
And my thing is, we can stand on the same side, and that's the thing I love about podcasts. We stand on the same side and have opposing opinions. That's absolutely fine. But I still love you, though. I don't want to see you fucked up. Yeah. Regardless of no doubt. I still don't want to see you fucked up. Because I know what it feels like to be fucked up, and I don't want anyone to have to deal with that.
Only if you deserve it.
No, absolutely. If you deserve it,
only if you deserve it. You know what I mean? You bought that.
Let's move on because one more meme. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna play your meme.
Where's my meme, man? That's not even the right one. I see the skip by.
Right here.
This is about. All right. Little premise of this. This is just about some marriage shit. Ain't got nothing to do with race. Hold on. What Unc say?
He said,
"Fuck your opinion. I don't agree." No, go ahead, read it. Damn. Hold up. Fuck your opinion. I don't agree. Oh, the Jones in the way. This is the new American way because there's so many bitch ass soft people out there that let women lead instead of letting the man run shit. That's a woman's talk, not men's talk.
Unc done made that go. Okay, that he didn't. I don't know what we. No. Come on, let's keep going. We try to get to this.
Nah, but I'm just asking because Unc, you here. I appreciate it. I don't know you, but that's what's up. You here every week. Much love to you. Thanks for coming through. You know what I mean, and holding brothers down while we trying to do this thing here. But I mean, just from that there, like, you know what I mean, because you wrote out like a little more clarification, like you trying to tell me like I'm on some bitch shit.
That's what you got. I don't think that's what you got. That's what he was saying.
That's not what he said.
I don't think he was speaking to you. He was speaking about what we were talking
like
about.
in general.
Right. Like, I don't think he was speaking to you. He was speaking about what we were talking about.
I'm light-skinned, brother.
I was about to say light-skinned emotional. Nigga ready to drop a tear out. Oh no.
Man, you know what I mean? Niggas either fighting or fucking, one or the other.
Bro. All right, let's see what you put in here.
Yeah, what we got?
Honey?
Yes.
What are you doing? Why are you all dressed already?
I gotta run out in a few minutes. I gotta go to a couple stores.
What do you mean?
What? I gotta go to a couple stores. It's my day off. I have time. I have nothing going on. So I gotta run to Home Depot.
No.
What do you mean no?
I was about to get dressed and I wanted to go do some returns and I wanted to run to Trader Joe's. I wanted to grab some groceries.
Okay. That's nothing stopping you from doing those things.
But I figured you were going to come with me. Like, it's your day
right there.
off.
No, I ain't.
Why did you figure that? Did we discuss that? Was that something we talked about?
No, we didn't discuss that. But, like, you made all these plans without me?
There's things I have to do around the house. So, yes, I chose my day off when I'm not working in the day to be able to go to these stores to get the things that I need to make this.
Don't you think that's a little selfish of you? Like, shouldn't you have checked with me and said, hey, honey, like, you know, do you have any plans for us to do together on my day off?
So I should come to you
hit us no more
and said, honey, do you have anything planned for me on my day off when it's the only time I have to get stuff done that you've already asked me to do?
I'm just having a hard time even focusing right now. The fact that you made plans and didn't even talk to me.
Well, yes, I made plans, and if by plans you mean me going to the store to do work around this house, yes, yes, I did.
Yeah,
And I
but
got
it's-
dressed. I showered because I was sweaty and dirty from the gym. So,
But it's your day off. You should know on your day off that I plan on you spending all your time with me. Like, who's gonna drive me to the grocery store?
can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
If I was at work, who would drive you to the grocery store?
myself, obviously.
Well, there you go. There you go. There you go.
You're not supposed to have a life outside of me.
I don't have a life outside of you. I have days off doing chores.
All right, well, I'll go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were buying time. I would
Yeah,
not
I
have
don't know
looked at that long because like those type of things cook me, bro.
What's that?
Overcook my grits. Like, well, I will say that it does work better in your relationship when you communicate what you're going to be doing on your day off. The right answer is the right answer. I understand the right answer. At the end of the day, the wrong answer.
What's the wrong answer?
Is for her to feel that my off day is going to be about you. That's the wrong answer.
That's what I got from the joint, because I was like, this. I thought it was funny because I was like, yo, this is some real everyday marriage shit 100%. Right here. Like, she already knows, like, it's Thursday.
You off?
You're off on Saturday. Now, in your mind, you still on Thursday.
Facts.
I'm just trying to get through Friday. I'm just trying to get to Thursday first. Yeah. Then I get to Friday. If I wake up on Saturday. Okay, you know what? Matter of fact, I am going to replace that floorboard that I've been meaning to grab at. I am going to do this. It's a nice day outside. I got the hedges. I got the, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to niggas that got hedges now. You know what I mean? Because I ain't always had
upgrade,
hedges.
but it's like you don't think about it, nigga. Like I bought my house and it was like I got like 0.8 of an acre. And nigga, I never thought about
don't even know what that really means,
bro.
Yeah, yard work, boy, got yard, bro? Boy.
Come on, bro. I had to buy a pole saw.
Nigga, I grew up with a 9x9 yard. Like, it was like grass, like right there. Like, you had to push more with the 3 blades, 4 passes, you done,
bro.
But
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
like,
what you have now.
That was a bad fucking idea. Well, it's not a bad idea. You know what I mean? If you're talking like financially,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's just enough to not have a ride-on mower.
Nigga, no, hold on. And we going somewhere, bro. I didn't have a ride and lawnmower for like the first year and a half of me living there, bro. I was pushing the yard. When I tell you,
yeah,
bro, you talk pushing the yard, that's about 3 hours. Cancel your day. Yeah. Once you get off that,
but a man wakes up Saturday,
man. You don't
and
get
then,
but
the thing about it, like from the females, like she already knows you off Saturday. She knew you was off Saturday on Tuesday. You still going day by day, and the funny part about it is that how she flipped it on him in a way of like, yo, don't you think that's selfish? That you're not basically going to drive me around. And then be like, oh, so now I guess we going to Home Depot. In my brain, like I'm sitting there, like at first I thought it was funny. I was like, yo, but that bitch, that's mad selfish of you.
Hey, bro.
To think that's what I was like, you can go over there while I'm doing this over here. We can divide and conquer. We can meet up at dinner and have a great time. Right. I got my shit done. Shit that you wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Because really, this was about you, what I'm doing anyway.
Facts, and that's the thing. I don't think it
wasn't because I don't care.
The thing is about like damn near everything that I do is for the other people in the house. It's like all of this.
That grass can keep growing for all the fuck I care. I ain't going out there.
In reality, I mean, you don't want them snakes and shit.
Yeah.
So like you gonna cut, but still though, like
you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like all of this stuff is me thinking about what makes it. The reason why I'm even thinking about the damn snakes, because for me, I wouldn't naturally think about it. I think I'd be all right. But in fact, with the kids, we don't want the kids to go in the yard. So I keep the yard cut. The bugs, you don't like the bugs.
This ain't about me.
None of this is about me.
And your thought pattern wasn't about me neither. But yet I'm selfish.
Yeah, no.
Because I thought I was going to do something on my own.
Day off.
On my day off. I'm still going to work on my day off.
100%.
But I got to work the way that you want me to work.
Hey. Hey,
y'all ladies, when you get to see that, say something in the chat about it, please, because I would like to know.
All right, go ahead, brother. What we doing? What we going?
But let's since we
hold on. Before we do, let's see what Unc was talking about. Unc be turned.
yeah, I see. Done got a couple Jones. What happened?
Let me see. Okay, that was about the last conversation. He said, when you marry a woman and say I do, it seems to be like you're saying I do love you from man to woman, but with her is you would do anything she wants you to.
Yeah, didn't unknowingly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
But for what we all came here for tonight, we still going?
No, we had some, you know, the thing is that when you have long form content, people don't just like wear your life. People don't just sit and watch all day. Nigga got shit to do. We respect that.
Y'all that decide to, you know what I mean, come in from the bathroom and kind of holler with us. Our main premise tonight was am I trying my best?
Or I'm trying my best.
Or am I? How do we phrase it up in there? No, you put am I trying my best or am I?
I am trying my best or am I?
Yeah, if you want to read it correctly, I guess you're right. Nigga got glasses on, still can't read, yo. Like,
good though. What's up? What we going?
But this is something that you came up with. I'm actually like kind of glad that you did. It made me reflect into a lot of things.
That's fine.
And I'm you know what? I'm gonna get butt naked. I didn't try my best, dog. I didn't.
When are you talking about in what lanes or
nigga in life? I realized like nigga, I realized in life that I'm like, yo, what it made me think like, yo, Marquette, what's the best version of you?
Have you feel like you've seen it?
Have you ever seen it? Did you almost see it and then miss it? You know what I'm saying? Is it based off of accomplishments?
What do accomplishments mean?
Exactly.
What do you consider an accomplishment?
Whatever you decide to get your dick hard with. For a male, like whatever you want to hang your hat on, your high school running back record, you know what I'm saying? Whatever males decide to put their accomplishments on, and it was just like, okay, so you just on a personal level, you put an accomplishment on having a family and trying to be a present husband and being the type of man that actually listens instead of just hearing, which is something that's taken a very long time to be able to learn how to distinguish between the two. Still struggle with it at times, because sometimes when I'm listening and I'm like, all right, well, is it just that I'm listening to get past an opposition?
That's crazy. I was literally just thinking.
Am I listening to respond? Or am I listening to learn? And then I come into a certain place where I'm looking at what I'm learning from. And is it life? Sometimes when you're in a marriage, you're learning from the woman, because that's the major part of your marriage is your partner.
Right.
But if you've been with your partner long enough, you know your partner's flaws. You learn why they think the way that they think. You see the flaws in why they think that way because you don't look at your partner, but you look beyond them. You look at where they came from. And you say, okay, I understand you because I see your foundation. So I know why you think the way that you think for today. I see what shaped you. I see what molded you. But if I seen a flaw in that from back then what am I actually learning from you? So now I have to learn how to incorporate you, learn to incorporate your mental state even if it disagrees with where I feel like I might be at. I know this may seem fucking crazy, but like these are all the things that you have to learn how to go through to capitulate as a couple. You know what I mean? Like these are those skills.
Right.
And if you don't have somebody next to you guiding you, you know what I'm saying? Like you free balling it out here. And you're going to make mistakes with those things because then you're like, there's an individuality that starts to come into play where you start doing this shit. Am I understanding my partner? Am I losing myself in my partner? Because that's what they feel like they want. And maybe they can't see the flaw in their mathematics at the end of the day. And you see it, but because it's coming from you, you may be perceived as an opposition because of, you know, whatever the shit may be at the time.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. And I realized like through a lot of those things, I don't know if this is really going to fully make sense, but I realized that at a certain point in time in my marriage and in my life that I've actually never showed my wife the best version of me. I got so lost in all these different titles of being a dad and being a father and being your lover and being your friend,
being at the job,
the worker,
right?
You know what I mean? A provider. Even though and it's shared, and we get so lost in it that the only time that I started to become who I thought that I was is when we ran through hard times and we broke up and I was on my own. Because there was no one else at the time. Like, yeah, you still worry. You know, for y'all that don't know, I've had a 29, almost 30-year relationship with this woman. You know what I'm saying? 25 of those years have been a marriage. And we had a couple down spots throughout the years. You know what I mean?
Absolutely normal.
We had a couple times where motherfuckers is not vibing.
Right.
And there was a split. There was distance that was created. You know what I mean? And where a nigga moved the fuck out. And I was left, you know what I mean? Our first breakup, not to go too crazy with it, but the first breakup, I ended up back at my mom and dad's house. I didn't have friends that I could count on, like, yo, homie, let me come stay over here with you. Because I was the only nigga in my friend group that actually had like a full structured family and a house and all like that. And then too, like, there was even a part of me, like, maybe even if they did have that, would I have even really asked them to impede in their life? Because I don't want to bring my problem to your house. I don't want my problems to affect your marriage or you know what I'm saying? So I ended up, nigga, went back to mom's house. You know what I'm saying? And when you end up there, you like, yo, it's just you, dog. You back in your childhood bedroom.
Yeah.
Starting to really hitting the reset button. I mean, hey, you still got a job and you still got, but your money's going back to the house where the family's at. If you any type of what you call a real man. I sent my check back to the house. I ain't take no money. I kept because I used to cut hair too. So I kept my barbershop money for me, but my regular check money, that shit went to the house, the kids, make sure they doing good. Even if my pillow flat at night, make sure your shit is puffy. You know what I mean? I didn't want them to feel none of that strain, you know what I'm saying, during them times. And that was the times where I got stronger. Once I got isolated and I didn't have to worry about how you felt, even though I was still worried in the back of my mind how you felt, I wasn't there to help you.
I'm gonna ask a question. Because me and my wife have also separated a few times. We've been married 15 years. We've separated a few times as well. What I've experienced, like I didn't necessarily leave the house. You know, I was at the house in those bedrooms where the kids were sleeping in, avoiding the bedrooms because it would break me down. I didn't feel like I had gotten strong. I was getting stronger, but I did feel like and which was crazy to me, is it gave me a chance to only have myself as a direct, you know what I mean, responsibility. Like, you know what I mean? You just shooting the bread over there. You do what you do, you know what I mean, as far as getting them when you get them. But like, it's not like at the forefront as it once was. And so it does allow for you to have more time to figure out, or more time for the things that you probably should be. Maybe you're working out more.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you're, you know what I mean, studying the thing that you're looking to do, like the business that you may want to create. Maybe you're locking in those areas, whereas having a family does take the, you know what I mean, take that
takes
time.
all that shit over.
And so, but what I will also say is that I don't, well, from my experience, I wasn't getting stronger. Or I could see how you could look at it that way too, though, because the assumed that, or the idea would be that because I am able to have the time to work on the things to better myself as an individual, that would be me as my best self. Or is my best self in the house with my family? You see what I'm saying? I think I think best self is kind of based on the value system that we're speaking from, or the individual is speaking from. Does that make sense? Or am I just?
Yeah. No, I think you're right. You definitely touching on something. It makes me think now where I'm not going to recant on it because I still feel that way.
No, that wasn't what that was for at all.
I know what you mean,
Okay.
but it does give me a different perspective to look at it from. Because I could see where, of course, if anybody's been out there and been in a long-term joint and you've had a breakup, like in the first phase of it, you go through the you ain't shit, you know what I mean, this and that. But when I remove myself from people, I remove my fear. Yeah, because my problem that I've noticed that I had as a man is over a period of time, I've let other people's fears inhibit the way that I move in the world.
I see.
Mainly because certain people around me are telling me, like, Marquette, you're impulsive. You go in, you're not thinking, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. You say stuff, you don't think about how it could affect the person next to you, or you go and do this, and you know what I mean, like shit like that. And I'm like, I did think it out. I did think it out. But because I don't feel the way that you feel about it,
it's impulsive.
All of a sudden it became impulsive, and I didn't think it out. And it's that my brain is moving at a faster pace than yours is at. It doesn't mean that you're wrong, because you have some validity in what you're saying. But I'm not going there. I don't want to go there with you. Just not just as my mate, but just as with certain people in general that I come in my life contact with. It's like, yo, just because you fear that, I could see why. Yes. Yeah, like I know what you mean. But I'm not going there with you. I got to move past that. I know that could be a potential problem. Yes, I get it. But where the problem with me is here, and where it's at with you is here. So if I'm allowing you to make what I'm seeing all the way up here, then that's like stopping me from becoming great.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. And you know what I also say. And so there's a right answer, and I think most of the time when you talk about the right answer on paper, it always just sounds good, right? That ain't like a lived thing. It's like the sound good thing on paper it always sounds good.
Yeah.
But you also have to look at, we are human, and we have feelings, and you know what I mean, and all of these different things that change what actually is right. The right answer can change from what's on paper, because the paper is okay. Anyways, what I was going to say is, I know exactly what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So it's like the same thing with like podcasting, right? So we've been doing the podcast on Sundays for 2 years, 2.5 years, maybe 2.5 years. One could look at that as, oh, you going and chilling with your friends on the weekend, and we over here doing it. You just see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The idea, you're looking at it from a different lens than I'm looking at it at. And so the thing that you very much feel is, or let's just say the nigga who rapping. You know what I mean? Let's say nigga who going to work, right? I've been there, like, and I had to figure out, like, okay, so the video is gonna cost this, the studio time. As a matter of fact, stop doing the studio time. I'm gonna buy all of the shit so I can record the records here myself. Then I'm still paying for the mix, the master.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is also taking food. I mean, not food, but finances that we could be using for this outside of the house. You know what I mean? And so you could come up. The thing is that the fact that you're not doing it, you can't put yourself in the place of being the brain. Because you didn't think of it, you can't put yourself in the position of the brain that's coming up with the thing.
Yeah.
And so what the thing we can try to articulate it to the other person. And that right there.
Yeah, good luck with that.
No, and that's the thing. Like
that's why I keep shit to myself.
And what you'll find is the fact that because your brain is completely, you know what I mean? We ain't on the same page. When I say the thing and I'm doing the thing, you really can't get on board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You really can't get on board. I so many times I've definitely, well, I would say this the podcasting thing for sure. It's one of those things where been met with, you know what I mean? More opposition for sure.
Yeah, because it's time away.
Yeah, it's time that you could feel that I could be doing something that you want done versus the thing that I'm trying to do, which is the same thing that goes back to the meme.
The same thing that with that. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of deeper thing behind that. It seemed funny, but it's so true, and especially in anybody that lives a long-term relationship.
100%. You've been through it.
You know what I mean? And you know what the beauty? It didn't matter that as some sort of white couple.
No, it didn't.
With, you know what I'm saying?
That's why it's different. Like I don't really like. I listen to people who had the like who
verbally. It sounds a little different, but the premise is the same.
Yeah. I like some people. It's cool to listen to some people when they talk about relationships, but if you ain't got the tenure, it sounds good on paper. Like you're giving the on paper answer.
Yeah.
Versus
that's like a motherfucker talking to me that only got one kid. You got one kid, like to me, like you're barely a parent. Shit. Like you a caregiver, dog. Like
there's definitely like there's absolutely a difference between one and having more than one. Even if it's just two.
Yeah.
If it's
two,
just two,
okay, two, we can start. Are they especially if they're really close in age?
I can only imagine having 3, 4, 5. I only got two.
We can start because yours are kind of close in age. Especially if you like two. But they're 10 years apart. Like, nigga, fuck you. Get out of here. Like, yo, you just nah.
No, but I mean,
but when you got like two, they close in age, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, now we talking.
Shit, me.
Because when you start having when you come up in the type of household that my wife and I created, you know what I mean? Like at first, like when we was young, and she'll tell you, I was like, yeah, we're gonna have like 7 kids.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna create the whole starting 5 and 2 bench warmers.
Why did you want that? Where did it come from?
Because I was so isolated younger.
Because you have a sibling, but what is the age?
Yeah, but there's like a 10-year difference.
Okay, raising a single child.
So it felt like single child.
Right. So I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like there was always that need or that want because I had other friends that had brothers that we hung out with, and everybody was close in the same age. And I was like, damn, yo. I would hear the stories. I would sleep over at their house, and niggas had bunk beds. I was like, man, I give my life to have a bunk bed, and my brother, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit. Not knowing what the parents had to go through when the niggas went to go make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they took half the loaf of bread. Not thinking about what that shit really meant. We're like, yo, you just got the world, nigga.
It sounds
you can make 2 sandwiches, nigga. Like
you could do the double-decker job,
triple-decker. You know what I'm saying? Like you
ain't even bread ain't even hurt.
Nigga didn't even know.
Yeah,
what it felt like to have to share that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, or where you got to get the soap and you got the Irish Spring and the bar's curved, and you know your brother just rubbed his nuts with that bitch.
Oh wow!
And you getting in the same tub.
Wow.
You ain't even thinking about that shit
That's crazy.
as a single kid.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're just like, where's the next bar of soap?
You
You know what I'm
nigga
saying?
got his own soap and shit
Nigga,
in the house.
you got
Nobody
your-
else body done touched this bar ever.
Nigga, you might as well have had a loofah. You know what I'm saying? Like in '88, nigga. They wasn't even event. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like it's so when you grow up that way and you feel a lot of isolation, when you get to a certain point, you create a family, you start creating a family. I guess that was a need that I had in the back of my mind. Like I wanted a large family.
Mm-hmm.
I came from my family is a large family. Cousins, 3, 4, 5 under this one, 3, 4, 5 under that one. Like, so it was like a small family, but just my house.
Right.
Mom, dad, grandma. You know what I'm saying? So my sister was there until she hit mid to late teens, and then she bounced. She was gone.
And
You know
so
what I mean?
mid to late teens, that means you was like,
I was 9.
yeah.
I was 9 when she bounced.
Yeah. So
And
from 9 to
nigga,
10.
I was beyond. I noticed a different way, but I was hurt when she left.
Mm.
I was hurt because that was my partner.
Yeah.
And not understanding a teenage mindset at 9 years old. And it's man, I held that shit against my sister to this day. Like, yo, you left me.
Damn.
And you never came back for me. And I was your partner. Yeah, she never came back, dog. And she I ain't gonna go there, man. Oop to you, man. Say some other shit. I ain't going there right now.
Oh yeah, no. You know, well, if you want to move past that, okay. So we can
It moved past that joint.
All right.
But I wanted a big family. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, and you know something for me is that like I saw my mother struggle with 3, so I never wanted 3. 3, nothing more than 3 growing
Totally
up.
different perspective.
Because I seen my mom struggle with 3, I never wanted 3 kids. I wanted less than 3, right?
Yeah.
And so then we had Nana. I got thinking, I'm like, damn, it'd be very selfish of me. The only reason why I wouldn't have another one is because of financial reasons. It's me just thinking about my own finances. And I'm like, damn, nigga, that would be very selfish for you to make this girl grow up without a fucking sibling.
Yeah.
That would be very fucking selfish. And talked to my wife about it. Like we talked about the first, talked about the second one. Yeah, we should give that to her because both of us have siblings. I couldn't imagine not having. You know what I mean? My brother 4 years older than me. And when he left the house, I felt very similar to you. He went off to college.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sharing a room with this
close,
nigga 4 years.
4 years.
You mean you see that's close?
Yeah.
Every fucking thing I've ever done, this nigga's always been there. Nigga taught me how to do a backflip. I was doing a backflip at 4 years old. Taught me, you know what I mean? He was doing it. I was doing it at 4. You know what I mean? He taught me all this. I'm talking about doing karate and stuff. He was interested in he was very interested in martial arts. Like he had me lifting weights when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
Lifting weights.
Training little brother.
Like, you know what I mean? That was and then he left and went to college. And I never think about it as an adult until you just was talking about it. That shit fucked me up, bro. Once I ain't had Bob in the crib with me, that shit did fuck me up. And I never thought about it until now. Because, you know, that was years ago and shit. I never thought about it. But it definitely did.
Don't nobody ask you how you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, you're supposed to champion that. And it's good, you know what I mean? Nigga left and went and got education.
Yeah.
And
but shit.
That's the natural.
What you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but don't nobody think about the little brother that was left behind. Like,
that's crazy.
It's
but
like,
then
now
Bob
what?
did double back, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, honestly, my brother probably believes in me now. And that's why, like, honestly, I don't know if I talked about it much on either show, but my brother is the first person to believe in me ever.
Yeah.
100%. Like, nigga, my brother, bro, he believes in me, and it's something that I took for granted growing up. I took it for granted. But like now it's like, bro, no, that shit, like, I remember, and it's certain things that stick out in my mind. I remember one time I told him I was trying to cut him. Told him I never want to be nothing like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was young, I told him that. And it did cut him. Because years later, he brought it up to me. He asked me if I remember when I said it. And of course, I naturally wanted to forget it. But I remembered.
So he said that he brought it up to you like as grown men.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, I'm gonna say grown. Well, I don't consider like 19, 20. That's not grown man to me. But like I was around that age, 19, like maybe like between maybe 17 and 19.
Mm.
And we had a conversation about it, and I had to apologize. Because I never meant that shit. I was saying it because you had me feeling the way, and I was emotional. I used to be a very emotional young man.
Yeah.
I'm glad to grow out of that shit. You can't move me as much. I was fucking emotional. Like I was much more. I mean, what I'm saying is that I don't mind expressing emotion as a man.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I was unhinged. You know what I mean? As a young boy.
He said unhinged.
Yeah, I was unhinged.
Yeah,
it was like I didn't
that's
even
not
know how to
stable.
control. Like I was out of control.
Mhm.
I didn't have any control of things that were happening around me because I was a child, but also how I would internalize, and then the things that those things manifested. I had no control over those things. As an adult man, you know what I mean? I understand that and can see, and I move differently. But let's transition a little bit.
That's what's up.
Let's transition a little bit and like get on to like really like in depth, or like how I was feeling when I was thinking about the topic as I created it or came up with it.
Yeah.
With everything going on, right? So like, and honestly, when I was before I got into podcasting, I never cared about like the hot topics or like current events and all of that shit. I never was on that. And so oftentimes that's why like I'm still kind of on the outside looking in to all of this extra shit that's going on in the world. But what I've noticed is that the further I try to stay current, the more I'm feeling overwhelmed. The more I'm feeling overwhelmed. No bullshit when I tell you I got enough shit on my back. Like my family, you know what I mean? Like the sole provider, you know what I mean? The two kids, 2 dogs, my wife, with that, you know what I mean? These 3 relationships are very.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Do you ever think about like if something happens to you? Like what happens to them?
100%. Well, you know, when I met you, we were in the estate department.
Yeah.
And so that was the reality. That was the thing that we dealt with every day.
Every damn day.
Every day, multiple times a day. You know what I mean? Often
shout out to niggas dealing death.
It's crazy. Like oftentimes if you actually pay attention, like the dad is the one that dies. The wife is the one that's trying to get the man shit.
A lot of female call-ins.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so of course that was something that naturally would come across my mind.
Men
and
die
it's like,
first.
damn, it's like, damn, okay, so how do I put these ducks in order, right? The worst part, and this is something that I think that, and there'll be times I'm actually going to start talking on my own too, and like doing little shit, just like doing them the head, what do they call them? Something head conversation podcast thing. But I'm just talking heads and just talking about like having some milestones or some things that we can do together, like making sure you got a beneficiary on all your accounts. You know what I mean? Coming up, let's get this trust. You know what I mean? Let's get this trust put together.
Yeah.
And we're doing it because like all of these ideas, things that we were working together and talking, we understand these things.
Yeah.
Yet I am yet to put these things in place while having the information, which means that I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it makes you even more of a piece of shit.
Exactly.
And that you have not lived up to your potential. And you're not trying your best. You know what I mean?
Obviously not trying your
still
best.
not trying
if you
your
have
best.
the information and you're not utilizing the information
niggas,
to
why
make the shit
do
better.
we do that though?
Well, I think that the thing is as well. It's like I
I've
said,
never learned how to get out of my own way.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily. I think that the beautiful thing is that like I was telling the guy at the job, like he loves like before a minute he loved the idea of money. And what I was telling him is that, and I was sitting listening to him more and more and more and more, and I try not to like.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by like he loved the idea of money? Like
like the whole paper chase. super on it and everything. He's if you ain't talking about making some money, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
If you ain't, you know what I mean? He's just super on that. Like the podcast he watches is all money based. Everything he wants to talk about is about getting money and blah blah blah. And the thing is that that's fine as long as that's what you mean. If you know that that's what you're really doing.
In the air. If you put it in the air, that's what'll come true.
But my thing is as well is that I had to like for me listening to him, what I realized is that you keep talking about the money, but what you actually love is the journey.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he may be the type that one day gets the money.
Right. See, but I think that it's important to identify that you love the journey versus always talking about the money because it makes the goal different. It makes whether you succeed or don't different.
But when you're in that mode, you can't identify with that. You can't say that because it kind of takes the allure away from it.
All I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
No,
like
I get
in
it.
A certain sense.
I get it, and I feel like the one thing that I was blessed with, like coming from poverty, all my upbringing, and Mom Dukes. First off, let me put some respect on my mom's shit because we were in poverty. Mom Dukes leveled up. You know what I mean? Mom Dukes leveled up and she got us out of that shit. We ended up getting in a house. The first time we was in the house, it was a house that I was, you know what I mean, not happy about just because of the fact that we were in the area where everybody that was on the school bus, these niggas' houses was nice as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nice as shit. Even the nigga that was on Section 8 house was as nice as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We living in this house, motherfucker was but it was a house though.
You on the same bus?
Yeah, we was on the same bus. I used to walk down to their bus stop.
Yeah,
just so I didn't want
front of
the
your
niggas
bus
exactly. Because the thing was the fucked up part. I was the only nigga that got. I was the only person that got on the bus. They literally the bus stop was in front of my house.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. All y'all niggas. These nice 2-story cribs.
I don't know. We used to walk to school, so I don't, you know what I mean?
Bro, I was in my feelings about that. Literally, I stopped. I literally went. I used to walk.
Going to your bus stop.
I woke up early every morning just so that I could walk down to that bus stop because I was ashamed of the thing. And the thing is, comparative to where I was, that shit was a step up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you get around, we in this area, this is about back in the day, Mount Holly, Huntersville Road. Then now it's like, you mean even the house that I was even living in, they done knocked that bitch over. Now they got nice houses where it is.
I almost moved over to Mount Holly, Huntersville, because I was like, "Oh, this shit is nice."
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Well,
there's
it was
lakes.
like,
There's lakes here. Shit.
Like this is before the Walmart got out there and all that. None of that stuff was there. But at my house, all of those, you know, those houses, those neighborhoods, north something up there, all of the Catawba Plantation. You know what I mean? Nice neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Really the nicest houses I had ever seen. And to that point,
the
nicest houses that I had been into, it was like, fuck, nigga. And then I'm going over to this crib. Like, no, I don't want y'all to see this. You know what I mean?
Same zip code.
Nigga, I'm literally walking down the street.
Different side of the, you know.
But yeah, I don't even know how we got there. What was we supposed to be talking about?
I went to school with niggas like that too, to be honest with you. Like, because my parents ended up paying for me to go to, you know what I mean, to a Catholic high school. And my bus, you know what I mean, like where I'm getting on inner city, you know what I'm saying? But some of the other ones, you know, some of the other niggas that, hey, they two parents is both working. They fit in this bill to send their kid instead of to, you know, the public high school, send them over here to get a better education. And we get out there with them and we see the type of houses that they coming from. You like, yo. And then you get older, you grow up, you find out that, yo, that's middle class.
No, yeah, what it actually,
that's real middle class.
Yeah.
You're not middle class. You're at the, you're middle class for the hood.
To the poor. Right.
You're middle class for the hood
to them.
But that's real middle class.
Yeah.
Like, dad is getting 6 figures.
6 figures?
6 figures. But right at the 6-figure, like 100.
That's crazy. Like back in the day.
Just right at it.
That's crazy.
That just right at it, because you know that's real middle class. It's 6 figures.
Back then, now
I'm be honest with you.
Now it ain't.
That's lower middle class now. I've seen
it's
and
low middle class.
I'm not really one for statistics, and don't ever check my math for something I tell you online. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now because I will make some shit up. Yo, straight up.
Yeah.
But believe me when I tell you it's true. Yo, I seen some shit that said if your style living for $80,000 back in like 1985 or some shit like that. If you were
was crazy in 85
if you was making 80 grand in 85, you were like at this level
for sure. You was
of living. And to have that same level of living in 2025, you have to your household needs $280,000 to have the same level of living, meaning that when you go and pay for gas, the same percentage
the effect
is
that
coming
comes off
from
of your income.
The percentage of the income.
Yeah.
So it's whatever gas prices were then, whatever food prices were then, so this is incorporating like the inflation, hourly cost rate, all that other shit. So they're saying that $80,000 in 85 is equivalent to today's time. To have that level of living, you have to make $280,000.
And it's crazy. And then shout out to Unpack. I love Unpack. I watch Unpack.
Yeah, because them brothers are, unpack that shit, find that shit, Q. Because Q will find that shit.
No. See, the thing they talked about
Johnny will find that shit for me.
The difference
what
between
I mean?
The difference between the generations is if we look back, at the end of the day, with my millennials being the adults now, we are having it harder than any generation prior, as far as economically, as far as actually the ability to obtain assets, the dollar, the value of the dollar being what it is now comparative to, you know what I mean, what it was then, the amount of property that you could have bought for the prices you could have bought. You see what I'm saying? This is the very thing that you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's much harder for us. They're saying that the generation they ain't gonna own shit.
The one coming behind y'all?
Yeah, they
like
ain't
my
gonna
kids.
own shit. Yeah, they say
Your
they
kids,
ain't
my
gonna
kids.
own shit.
That's when my kids ain't moving out.
And they say also, I was looking at something on Instagram. I don't know how true. They say the newest thing is that the biggest growing thing is like the stay-at-home son. The boys get to stay home, expect the single mother, John. This is
yeah.
I mean,
that's because sometimes like the girls will go off. The girls, I mean, I hate to tell you, hey, you can lose your girls. You can lose your girls will go off. Girls will go off.
As she also should, like, hopefully mine will go off and be going off the marriage. That's why it's so important for me. Like, I'm intentionally looking at, okay, I want my daughter to be a wife.
Yeah.
There are certain things that I feel like maybe at the end of the day, I believe I can instill these things. I'm not saying that it's going to work.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, none of my parenting is like,
it's hard because
all of my shit's freestyling.
When I'm finding out, like in my daughter's generation, my 19-year-old's generation, like within the last, I want to say like 5 years, they started talking about like a real, like a no title, no this. They don't want to have.
What's about relationships
with none of these titles.
Oh shit! So you're not my girlfriend.
You're not my girlfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. We are just
holy shit.
We exist within. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so nobody has like. There's no like. I'm glad that
it's not even, and it's not new.
I'm not.
It became new to me within like the last, I'm going to say 5 years, as my my teenagers, outside of my OGs, my older ones, they done grew up, and I seen it coming at the tail end of them, and they're still part of the millennial class. And I was about to say, like, your race of people, like that class started being like, they don't want the traditional, the this, the that. And I'm like, okay, like, all right, I get it. Like, it ain't 1960, nigga, 1940.
Right.
Yeah, we all work. You got a career. You like what you like. You want to get paid off for what you like. You want equal pay. You want all that. Not gonna happen. But it's it's cool. Get out there. I don't mean just put your feet on OnlyFans. I mean, like, get out there and put that work in. If you got a real dream, go get your real dream. Like, be creative. Like, put something out there. You know what I mean? That you could actually stand on, and that that, my father see what I'm doing. He can stand on that.
Respectable.
It's respectable at the end of the day. If you're doing something that ain't respectable, you know what I mean? Like, I went to work in certain places, and you know, but my real nature is out of creativity and artistry as a barber. My family can see what the fucks I do. You know what I'm saying? My artistry ain't me, you know, giving my ass up, you know what I mean, on some other shit. But what's with the hands? What's happening right now?
Make sure we wasn't going no further than just that little sweet little, you know what I mean? You giving your ass up. I don't want to go any further than that down that rabbit hole. Because you've been a little
okay.
Go back to the
so let's back it up. Let's
go ahead. This is what I've been talking about.
Yo, nah, when you did this shit, you fucked my whole shit up.
Hold on. All right, but you all right. Let's my apologies.
Okay.
So, and do you remember where you were?
No.
Okay, so let's kind of be a little like intentionally we got another shoot. We had an hour and a half already.
Let's go ahead and corral this. Let's bring this back in.
So the point of what I was trying to, like, as far as the question was, is like I said, it's overwhelming. The information is like, so what, we went from Diddy to Thug, then we got Trump, then we got what's the guy that just got killed, the
my guy,
Charlie Kirk.
And then, really, dog? Like, wow.
And then we got the alien, which I'm glad that they debunked it. They said it's a comet. You know that 30. Nigga, what is it? I don't
know what you're doing right
Atlas.
Now. Huh?
The what is it? 3-eye Atlas.
No, I didn't.
That formation.
Nigga, I was so worried about the hurricane that was in Jamaica last week.
Right.
I wasn't on none of that other shit.
What I'm saying is that, like, it's so many things all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're saying, then we talk about the relationship conversations that are online. Like, it's so many things, and it's like your phone, or at least for me, it's like my phone has become over fucking whelming.
Yeah,
I have enough going on in my life at home while I'm sitting here trying to figure out, okay, is this the right time to go ahead and get the home equity, John? Like, should I pull the money out now and do the thing? And then, like, trying to find out, like, okay, so studying, like, okay, so is the home equity line? Do you go with the loan? How do you go with the lock-in?
Yeah.
Then you talk about the VA disability. Then you talk about, like,
then
the things
that, like,
a
text message, like, yo, you're locked in for $150,000. All you gotta do is say yes.
Then you got the credit cards that you got. You know what I mean? You talk about paying the bills. You talk about trying to keep the relationship good with your kids, doing what you can to keep your marriage structured.
So how, with all that going on, how do you become the best version of yourself?
The thing is that
where does that shit stop and you begin?
You know something? I don't have the answer to the question.
Yeah,
it's
more of a statement.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Neither.
Because I understand the idea of, like, as a man, you take the responsibility of your family and you put it on your back. Or I don't know, some guys don't. I mean, that's all I know is that you take the all of that stuff, throw that stuff on your back. You're the leader of the family. You need to push us to the place to where the desired outcome. You know what I mean? The whole thing is, like, you got to think forward. You got to, you know what I mean? All of that stuff. And how can I really become my best self without having the time for myself? I have to be able to be in a position to prioritize self in order to become my best self. If my whole life is wrapped around the responsibility and and making sure that these things, so then you probably in that mind state, I don't necessarily know if you can. Hopefully you can, because I want to get there. I pray for that. When I sit and talk to y'all, when I pray for the guidance and assistance in me becoming. When I say my best, when you say my best self, I'm asking to be the best that he should want me to be. The thing that very best thing that he has for me. I want to be that thing. I don't necessarily know what it is. If I was to sit there and think for myself in the flesh and, like, say what the best idea of me, I guess what I'll be working out more. I wouldn't rely on vices. I would. Other than that, bro, all of this other stuff, everything I do is for my family, bro. It's for other people, bro. And at the end of the day.
So then you get lost.
You do. Because the thing is, where it is, it's like, where's your value? What do you actually value about yourself? Like we were talking about OleHead Sr. earlier. Like where do to me, my value is wrapped up in my family. My value is like whatever, me being able to get them to where they need to be is what makes me valuable. And so in order to be this idea of reaching your best self, you would have to separate them from you and then become the best self. And then I would believe that definitely is good for them too.
Yeah.
But how the fuck are you going to find this space where you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's the thing that a lot of couples struggle with, and with becoming like even with the Aisha Curry shit, finding your individuality inside of a shared lifestyle. Because you committed to a shared lifestyle. And you went in at 100% because of your love for the other individual. You know what I'm saying? And how that person makes you feel and what you want to share with them. But then if you get the opportunity to go into that long enough, you know what I'm saying? What's good with you?
I was just thinking. Well, I wonder if us even having, because there was a time period where this whole best self thing, this is more of a newer concept. The idea was you were a man, take care of your fucking responsibilities. The assumption was that I'm the least important person in the house, and that's what I live with. And but then also that comes with its level of mental health issues. It also comes with that. But then when we look at it like now, it's such a more selfish, we have a much more selfish culture. Our culture is much more selfish. And so like the idea of, oh, in order for me to become my best self, I would have to remove myself from all of the other things that are responsibilities. I would need to make myself the main thing, and then I can become my best self. It's like, okay, so if you're becoming your best self and you're alone, then what's the good of it? What purpose?
I think that's twofold, because for some of us who grew up in a certain isolation, there's a certain comfort that's there where you can actually focus. It's not so many voices in your head all the time, instilling their different, the things that like, the different things that worry them and bother them and their fears and their this and their that. Like once you can really quiet down all the voices that a man has in his head throughout a day, and females too, not to say that they don't go through this too.
But you're a man, you could only speak from a man's perspective. We understand
exactly. So it's not a
thing
thing against them. I'm sure you have it too.
Right.
It's just I'm not going to try to speak from your point of view.
Right.
I'm only saying with me that I have a lot of things that go on inside my head. There's a lot of talking points that happen all the time. And the only way that I can like truly focus is when I don't have those things around me. Because if I come into a room and I'm worried about your facial feature and what's driving you, and I'm worried about what's driving you and what's driving you and what upset you and what made you happy and what made you happy and what are you doing without and what is it that you need, where do I fit in there? Because if I'm sitting around and I'm putting out fires all over the fucking place, but yet I'm on fire the whole time. But then if you go to not just me, if you go to the mother in that situation, your partner may feel the same fucking way.
100%.
And there's a validity there too. So 100%. Like, how do you all see it? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, like we haven't really got to a point where we started categorizing it like this for some of these older couples and stuff like that, to like talk to them and be like, yo, do you really feel it? You know, shit like that. So I can only speak for me. And what I've seen in my little bit of journey is that, yo, nah, I actually like kind of feel bad about it when I think about it. Like, yo, I never really showed my family the best version of me because I always had a mask on. I always had a mask on because I'm like, because there's so much shit going on in my head that I don't want to bother you with it.
Yeah.
Because you showed your fears to me and what's bothering you. So like, why the fuck would I give you what's bothering me?
Why would I add on to what the
why
fuck
am I
you
going to add on
already-
to that? And I'm gonna show
Yeah.
you some instability.
But I don't mind you putting it on me because I'm supposed to allow.
I'm
that.
supposed to.
I need to.
And
as a
then
matter of fact,
when you come around, I take that mask off. I put this one on for you. And then when you need this, I put this one on for you. And when you need this, I put this one on for you. And they don't never come off until I'm by myself.
I ain't gonna bullshit, and I think we probably wrap it up here. We don't want you to go over too long. Only thing, bro, and that's the biggest thing for me. And I don't know, like there was a time period where like my wife, we were young. You know what I mean? I got married young, so like you did too, but I got married young, and so like the thing was like you always want to chill with your homeboys. That whole homeboy thing, or on the game. You know what I mean? These things that we do to
you get
release
to go like this.
And the thing is that you 100%.
You get to go like that.
You really, especially if you know that he has thorough men around him. If you know that he has thorough men around him, man, you need to let that man be around that because he absolutely fucking needs it.
Let that nigga play the game.
He needs that
right there.
Like no bullshit. The best thing is that if he plays the game, long as he checking his boxes, and I ain't talking about the stuff that you talking about, not all of this you getting all this time and all that shit. I'm talking about long as he's taking care of his responsibilities. Let that man get on that game. Let that man go and talk, get with his homeboys because
better be glad.
Man, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, what you don't understand is that as the spouse of a man, you don't understand that like the person that long term, because in the beginning you feel like you mean in the beginning it's completely different. Long term, it gets to a place to where I don't. There are certain things that I won't talk to you about because I understand the way that you think about
the dynamic.
things. I understand all of this, and so like I'm not going to talk to you about certain shit. Like certain things don't interest you. We may have completely different interests. And so what's the point of me talking to you about some shit that I know that you're not interested in?
Make you interested in it.
And then me talking to you about it is like going to aggravate me because I actually am very interested and you just don't give a fuck.
I see you checking out.
And so like why would I? It doesn't make sense for me to really want to keep speaking to you about it. So let that man have his, and I love my brothers, like no bullshit. You know what I mean? I appreciate like the addition. I like it's rare that there's an addition to the, you know what I mean, the Joan, but like
way later in your life.
Later, because like most of my homies shit, these niggas go back from like my homie Dave, like that's my boy, that's my brother, like that's fucking what 7th grade. You know what I mean? Tone, Q, Jet, like I ain't know Jeff like that, but like these niggas, this is all like fucking 11th grade.
And I told that, like,
I
I told you already, like, just meeting you. I know this is off, John, but like just meeting you and meeting your friend group, like you got a good set of brothers around you, man. And that's to be, you know, from Q to you know what I mean, to motherfucking Johnny, you know what I'm saying? Tone, Dave, you know what I mean? Man, Dave, I miss you, man. Like I want to see you again, homie. Tone, I ain't seen you in a minute. Q,
pull up.
But yeah, man, you got a good set of homies. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's something that I was like, damn, yo, I didn't know brothers could be chilling like, you know what I'm saying? Because of just where the environment that I came, you know, from, it was just like, damn, like, okay. Like, I mean, I still, you know, my people's up there. So I still got my day one since, you know what I mean? Shout out to BJ, Malik, Jamie, Jaime, you know what I mean? But you got a good set of homies, they positive brothers, they doing shit with their lives the right way. You know what I mean? And they good people. And I'm be honest, yo, in our community, a lot of times, dog, that shit is rare.
Yeah,
that shit is rare.
Ain't going fraud, and we gonna end with like I literally, and it's something that I'm still probably gonna try and do. Like something that means a lot to me is like getting the groups of men. And when I'm gonna say like-minded, when I say like-minded, don't mean we agree on everything.
Yeah,
I wanted to start like a non-profit joint, like it's called. Well, fuck it, I just said man to men. You know what I mean? From singular to plural, the collective. And like at the very least, it didn't even, I'm gonna say no, it's not even a non-profit. It's literally just like a fucking focus group damn near. Like niggas, I want niggas to be able to meet up in mass and like have a good time. Not worry about no bullshit.
Yeah.
We can go bowling, top golf, go-karting, You know what I mean? Maybe once a month where you got.
Oh, you don't want to go bowling, son.
I'll bust your ass.
You got your own ball?
I don't got it. I'll go get the house ball and bust your ass. Ask buddy from the job. Ask old head. You can get your gloves on, motherfuckers with the wrist joint, wrist support, motherfucking shoes and shit. I go and get the house joint, bust ass.
I might need to join for my elbow at this
I
stage.
bet you do.
I might need to join. But listen, I ain't never gonna fuck around with a nigga that ain't got his own ball.
I'm just telling you.
I got my own ball.
Ask the rest of these niggas that got their own ball.
I ain't asking nobody shit.
I'm telling you.
I ain't fucking with a nigga that ain't got his own ball. You just gonna put your fingers in somebody else's holes. I ain't fucking around with it. That's that.
All right. Wrap us up, brother.
All right. Hey, America, thanks for coming through. You know, we do appreciate it. Rell, man, it was a good conversation.
No, this was fun.
I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? We'll see you over here next week. Yes. For those that hung with us all night, yo, that's what's up.
We appreciate y'all.
But we be on you can catch us on TikTok, Instagram,
follow
YouTube. Like, hit the like, hit the subscribe. For y'all that don't, you can fuck off.
And we out.
You can cue it up.